Guest post by Ted Goodman, political strategist and senior advisor to Mayor Rudy Giuliani. The D.C. Court of Appeals Board on Professional Responsibilities Ad Hoc Hearing Committee's recommendation to disbar Mayor Rudy Giuliani from the D.C. Bar Association is unfounded and a direct assault on justice. Even more shameful is the disgusting way the ad hoc committee invoked the attacks of September 11, 2001, and spit on the graves of the innocent lives we lost that day as well as all the first responders, in order to further their political agenda. The ad hoc committee acknowledged Mayor Giuliani's service to the country as a federal prosecutor and mayor of New York City. The committee even specifically cited Giuliani's service following the horrific September 11 terrorist attacks, but then said, "That was a long time ago." As first responders from September 11 continue to die from health-related issues 22 years later, the committee had the gall to say it was a long time ago and simply dismissed the mayor's service. Beyond the shockingly vile nature of their justifications, disbarring the mayor for attempting to fulfill his basic responsibilities as an attorney would do great damage to the American justice system. Before diving into the details of the mayor's case, it must also be said that this is part of an effort to deny President Trump effective legal counsel by continuing to go after Rudy Giuliani, objectively one of the most effective prosecutors in American history. Denying any American the right to competent counsel goes against every bedrock principle of fairness and justice. In the pursuit of justice, American jurisprudence has long recognized the significance of due process as a fundamental pillar of the American legal system. As articulated by the late, great legal scholar Benjamin Cardozo, due process safeguards an individual's rights to notice, an impartial tribunal, and the opportunity to defend oneself. This underlines the indispensability of legal defense as an integral part of upholding justice for all. Immediately following the 2020 presidential election on November 4, 2020, Mayor Giuliani, objectively one of the most effective federal prosecutors in American history, started receiving calls and messages from voters across the country who had questions and concerns about the integrity and security of our election system. American citizens, with no prior relation or correspondence with Mayor Giuliani, reached out with these concerns. Giuliani was simply doing what he felt was his duty as an attorney and American citizen. He had every day countless Americans making assertions and claims under penalty of jail time, and those claims should have received a fair examination and hearing. Instead, the mayor was jammed up along the way and painted by politically motivated actors as doing something wrong. It was obviously in the Democrat Party's interest to tear down Mayor Giuliani through their allies in the media and pop culture, but they went further than just attacking the mayor politically. They've attempted to destroy his life by harassing him with ridiculous lawsuits and claims. The media loves a good, sensational story, and what better way than to try and tear down a great American like Mayor Rudy Giuliani? That's why the facts of the case are often overlooked. The specifics of the case cited by the ad hoc committee as reason for disbarment are seldom discussed, as cable news talking heads and political commentators render final judgment of their own. Following the 2020 election, Mayor Giuliani received an urgent call from the Trump campaign, indicating that Republican poll watchers were being barred from observing and inspecting mail-in ballots at locations in specific areas of Pennsylvania. After a judge ruled that the poll watchers must be permitted to observe and inspect the ballots, a local Philadelphia area sheriff refused to enforce the judge's ruling. The sheriff simply waited for the order to be reversed by a higher, more partisan court. Another fact that is never reported about this case is that Mayor Giuliani, to fulfill his responsibility as a barred attorney and uphold the spirit of the law, was forced to step in last minute and serve as counsel in this case. The attorney that was originally handling the case removed himself after threats and intimidation. So, Mayor Giuliani had to step in at the last minute, going as far as to apply for entry in the Pennsylvania bar in order to do so. Due to the last-minute changes in counsel, Mayor Giuliani asked but was denied a short adjournment in the case so he could learn the case. The judge didn't even allow for a hearing and dismissed the case. Poll watchers who swore by signed affidavit that they were not allowed to inspect ballots deserve a chance to be heard. After being denied a hearing, Mayor Giuliani believed the witnesses' best chance to be heard was in front of their respective state legislators. The mayor understood the importance of holding these hearings in state legislatures across the country as a matter of record and history. In conclusion, as the mayor's attorneys plan to file a vigorous appeal, it is my hope that members of the Washington, D.C. The Bar Association speaks up and speaks out against this great injustice. No matter where you fall on the partisan political spectrum, and no matter how you feel about the 2020 presidential election, it is essential to our system of justice that the ongoing attacks against Mayor Rudy Giuliani be exposed and defeated. The bedrock principles of American jurisprudence, and our very way of life, depends on it.